like she Ruby, she want Gucci, she want Louis.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see by the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my weekly or my Sunday routine as a Forex trader. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys exactly what I do every single week as a Forex trader, as well as somebody that runs a whole Forex trading mentorship. No, I am not a part of IML. I do not have a program that involves in recruiting or anything like that. I just teach people how to trade in the foreign exchange market. If you guys are new here, my name is Ruby. I'm a 22-year-old entrepreneur, motivational speaker, YouTuber, investor, Forex trader, stock trader. I do a lot of different things, you guys. I have a series on this channel called Money Mondays, where I basically have been putting out a whole bunch of different content on how to make money, how to save money, how to invest, and now I have a Forex trading series where I'm showing you guys the behind the scenes of a Forex trader. If you guys are new here, I am also the CEO of the Lavish Life Academy, which is basically a company that I have created to give mentorship in multiple different things. So one of them includes Forex trading. So my Forex trading mentorship does not include IML, it does not include multi-level marketing, there's no recruitment required. It's literally just me teaching people how to Forex trade from beginner to a level where they are profitable and successful in trading. So my program consists of education, mentorship, and community. We do weekly live webinars. There's a community of people from 34 different countries and counting. We have people in Europe and Africa, obviously in America and Canada, but altogether this program has honestly changed my life as well as multiple different people's lives altogether. So I don't want to go too deep into my program, but I just wanted to show you guys kind of like the behind the scenes of a Forex trader, because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions. To get into the actual content, I do have a Forex giveaway that I do every single time I make a Forex related video. So I'm going to cue those clips now and how you guys can enter. If you want to be next week's $100 Money Mondays giveaway winner, all you have to do is follow these 3 simple steps. First, text Money Mondays to 917-540-8373 to join my personal text message community for exclusive content, giveaways, announcements, and more. Second, follow my personal page, Lavish Ruby, and my business page, Lavish Life Academy, on Instagram. Third, last but not least, all you have to do is screen record a part of this video and share it on your Instagram story to your followers. Don't forget to tag at LavishRuby and hashtag Money Mondays so that I can see your entry. You can enter up to a week from post date and you'll be messaged on Instagram if you win. That's basically it for the giveaway. So for this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I do on a week-to-week basis as a Forex trader to prepare for the following week. So Sundays are very, very, very important because this is the time that you use to kind of plan as well as look back at your previous week. So for my Sunday routine goes as follows. First, I review the past week. I look at all the different pairs that I traded. Then I look at the news to see if there's any economic events or political events happening, because that heavily affects the market. That's basically to kind of understand the fundamentals of Forex trading for the following week. So if you guys are completely new to Forex, there's 2 different ways to be successful trading or to actually place trades. It's by understanding what's happening in the news so that you can predict the further outcome, as well as looking at the past markets to predict what's going to happen in the future as well. So I kind of gave a full background, like a full basics video almost of what Forex is in my last video. So I definitely recommend you guys to check that out. I look at a whole bunch of different pairs that I am looking to trade for the next week. So that's my watch list. And that's basically me kind of doing analysis for all of the previous currency pairs. And that's really what my bulk of my weekly analysis consists of, kind of figuring out what's going to happen for the next couple of days by looking at the past trends. So that's really my weekly analysis. I'm going to walk you guys through it right now so you guys have an idea, and I'm not going to really give too much content because this stuff is specifically for Lavish Life Academy members. I do have to leave some things exclusive to my LLA members. If you're part of Lavish Life Academy, comment down below and make sure you include hashtag LLAFam, just so that people have an idea of the people that are in the program. But yeah, so that's my entire weekly analysis routine. So I'm gonna walk you guys through it right now. Okay, before I show the next clips, I just wanted to kind of quickly do a little recap of what I just stated. So when you're doing your weekly analysis, it shouldn't take you any more than 30 minutes. It takes me about 30 minutes or so. It should take you a little bit less because you're not trading as many pairs as I am. I'm running an entire program, so it might take me a little bit longer to make sure that I get everybody's requests in. But I recommend you to pick like 3 or 4 pairs that you want to look at for the next week, and then kind of look at the previous market so you can prepare for what's going to happen next. But first you want to review your previous trade ideas. So look at the previous week and see which trades made you money, which trades you're able to make profit from, which trades didn't do well for you, which strategies that you were able to learn that helped you with your trade ideas and stuff like that, and take note of every single one. Make sure that you are not making the same mistake again for the next week. That is the entire purpose of reviewing your previous trade ideas, so you don't make the same mistake again. Right? Or for you to also understand what is doing very well in your analysis so that you can continue doing that same strategy. Second, you want to check your news source for major events that might impact the markets. And then last, create your watch list based on analysis. I'm going to share with you guys how I basically do it. But like I said, this isn't something that should take super long. This is meant to make your process throughout the week easier for you because you did the bulk of the work in the beginning of the week before the markets even open. So, anytime I do my weekly analysis, I always use this little notepad thing. This is basically what I use every single week to do my weekly analysis. The first thing I said that I do is I go through all of the pairs that I traded the previous week. So how I do this is that I go into my Discord chat, and every single pair that I put in, I actually send to my group. So I do offer FOREX signals, as you guys know. So anytime that I trade, I send out exactly what trades I'm getting into, right? I'm gonna go through all the pairs that I entered in this week, as well as all the pairs that I sent out, and count the amount of pips. We actually did really, really well this week. Percentage wise is really, really good. I'm going to go through this right now and do all of this counting. I typically use my phone as a calculator to make things easier for myself, but yeah. Alright, so on the side here, you guys can see that we hit 3,795 pips in the market. At this point on my Sunday, I really just go through all the pairs that I personally sent out. I count out the amount of pips that we were able to catch from each trade idea from the ones that I sent out. You can do the exact same just by looking at your trading history. I typically aim for over 100 pips every single time that I trade. As you guys can see, my wins are pretty big wins. We have 210 pips with GBP USD, 180 pips or 160 pips with Euro USD. I send out trade ideas and I let people know exactly why I'm entering in the trade, when I'm entering, the take profit or target areas, as well as stop loss areas, and then also what my analysis was so that people are still learning the different strategies and actually implementing it. I do not promote a copy and paste system. I feel like that is not a way to learn how to trade. If you're just blindly copying and pasting numbers, that is not going to help you. So with this, people are still learning, they're still able to make money, and it's all around a great learning process for my members. So that's really how I send out my signals. Alright, so a quick recap. If you are not a part of Lavish Life Academy, you can do the exact same thing. You're literally just going to your history in the markets and seeing which trade ideas went well, which ones didn't do well, and writing a note also on what you should change. I'm pretty experienced when it comes to trading. As you guys saw, I only had one loss. There's really not much that I typically change from week to week because I have a pretty good understanding of what I'm doing. But if you are just learning and, in Lavish Life Academy or learning by yourself, whatever the case may be, literally write note of what you should change from week to week. So if you are constantly, putting your stop loss too close and your analysis is always correct, you have to obviously have a higher stop loss, right? If you are if your strategy is not just never working out, you have to research different strategies, right? So you have to have an understanding of what you're going to do differently for the next week. As you guys saw, I only had one loss of 20 pips compared to 3,795 pips where I made profit. There's really not much I can change because I have a pretty good understanding of what I'm doing. If there's any mishap, it's because I know that it's something that I personally didn't have control over, like something with the news. So I'm actually going to go into that right now on how to actually look at the news and prepare for that in the upcoming week. So in these next couple of clips, I'm actually going to be sharing you guys how I do my weekly analysis live for my members. We now do replays, and we actually just do a recording on Sundays that I just send out. But I literally just ask them what pairs they want me to analyze for them because everybody is trading different things. I recommend you to have about 3 or 4 pairs that you personally want to look at. I, as you guys are going to see, go through almost every single pair just because everyone has like different pairs that they're interested in. But as you continue trading, you'll find out what pairs you personally like, and you can just go off of that. Do not feel like you have to trade every single pair in the market. Find your favorites and bank off of that. Excited to walk you guys through the entire market. We're going to go over last week. We're going to go over all the pairs that you guys mentioned. We're going to go over the news. It's going to be a great time. I'm super excited. So let's see. So we have SPX 500, we have US 30, Euro USD, USD JPY, NAS 100, USD CAD, Euro CAD, GBP USD, AUD. Last week in the markets, we did amazing, you guys. Drop some gems underneath, or drop a 1 if you made money. I know how much money I made. I know how much money you made if you dropped your screenshot in the chat. All right, so we have a section here where people leave their testimonials and progress. So there's always a ton of progress in this section. 1,257. Those other two were $100 profits. This was 525 on her first day live trading. So this is one of my progress and testimonials. I'm not going to share the name because it's a little personal, but she made $1,400 in this week trading. $329. She basically said that she started her live account with $245 and she was able to bring it to $1,000, which is crazy. So I'm just super proud of everybody in the program, you guys. This is like recent. So everybody knows that with Lavish Life Academy, it's really just all about trading. And I'm so happy that people are actually being successful traders. They're making profit. They're learning how to trade because that was the whole purpose of this program. So having this testimonial section and just seeing everybody sharing their progress and their profits and stuff like that, and people telling me how they're quitting their jobs, that they're making more money in trading than their full-time jobs in like the matter of 30 minutes, an hour. A lot of my members don't spend more than an hour a day trading, and they're making a significant amount of money. So while you're watching this video, this weekly analysis, if you are currently trading, this is just motivation for you guys to continue to work at your skill. At the end of the day, this is something that you're going to have for the rest of your life. If you learn how to trade, you're going to have that skill forever. It's not something that somebody can take away from you. So this is just my words of encouragement. Even if you are not obviously in Lavish Life Academy, everything is possible. Anything is possible. You guys can really reach all the goals that you have for yourself when it comes to trading, because I've literally seen it with my own eyes with people that are just starting to trade in, a week or so, a week, 2 weeks, a month. People are literally getting and grasping the information within even days, right? So just make sure that you are learning from the right person, you are, with the right program, whatever the case may be. You will be successful if you put your mind to it. All right, guys, so this is basically how you do your weekly analysis for fundamentals, so regarding the news. So this is forexfactory.com. You go on the website, and this is going to give you a full layout of all the things that are happening in the markets that week. So this doesn't take a lot of time. The only thing you're really looking for are the red folders, and the red folders will let you know that something important is going to happen during that specific day at that specific time, and to kind of either stay away from the markets if you don't like to trade the news, or make sure that you are paying attention so that you can bank off of that, right? So the red folder will let you know an impactful thing that's happening. I don't really look at the orange or yellow folders, and right next to it, it'll let you know what pair it's affecting. So you guys can see here that this is affecting the Canadian dollar. And if you click on the folder, it will actually tell you what is going to, or what the usual effect is, so you can kind of have an idea of what to do during that specific time. I'm going to go through that, look at all the different days for that specific week, and have an idea of what you're going to be looking out for. All right, so there's a couple of red folders this week altogether, and then a very important red folder is non-farm payroll, or an NFP, and that typically affects the markets a lot. And we in Lavish Life Academy, we typically make a lot of money when it comes to NFP. I know other programs kind of stay away from NFP, but as long as you're on the right side of it, you will make a lot of money because there's a lot of market movement, and you just want to be on the right side of it and understand what's going to happen before the market actually starts moving for the news. All right, it sounds complicated, but it's really not. You can just have an idea of what times you're not going to trade if you don't know how to trade the news, because this is going to make the markets move crazy. But like I said, if you know what you're doing, you can make a lot of money during it too. So this is basically like the news section and kind of like preparing for the future days. All right, so a quick recap. Basically with that, you're just going on the website, checking the folders to make sure that you know when you're not going to trade if you don't have experience trading the news, or if you do like trading the news, make sure that you are trading at that specific time, and you kind of have an idea of what pairs are going to be in effect, right? So once you're done with that, you can now go into the markets and actually do your analysis for the upcoming weeks. So that is what I'm going to show you guys here now. What we're going to be looking at from here is consolidation strategy. We're going to look for a breakout in a specific direction before it goes back to the normal area. So looking at let's look at the daily, right? So looking at the daily, we can see, so as you guys can see here, we can basically make a channel right here. Or downside, we can make it lower, right? So that's just for Euro USD, depending on exactly what it's going to do. So right now, as you guys saw, we're on the daily, right? But depending on what's going to happen on the... All right, so I am a huge believer of if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And this 30 minutes that I'm taking on a Sunday to prepare my week for trading is going to save me so much time throughout the week. If you guys are part of LLA, you guys know I do not trade all day. Like, this is not something that takes me all day to do. I trade for like at most 2 hours a day. I know some of my members that only trade about like 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, and you're able to make a significant amount of money during that time as long as you just prepare beforehand. It takes me a couple of like an hour, 2 hours, just because I am trading a lot more than the average person because I'm running an entire program, right? But if you have an idea of what pairs that you are going to trade for that week, and you have an idea of what the key target areas are and the key entry areas, you don't have to trade until it gets to that area, right? And from that point, because you did your analysis on Sunday, you don't have to spend so much time analyzing from day to day. So that is really the whole purpose of doing your weekly analysis. You want to look at the daily time frame or the 4-hour time frame and kind of mark up your charts using support and resistance lines, so you have an idea of where the market is going to move, and you don't want to enter in until it gets to that specific area. So as you guys know, my weekly analysis are typically very, very good. If you guys want, you guys can watch my Instagram story where I've shown like my previous weekly analysis and stuff like that, and how it has literally played into effect perfectly the following week. But this is not to scare you guys, especially for people that are completely new to Forex trading. Once you start trading, you'll see how not easy it is. It's definitely a new skill, but it's not as intimidating as it may seem. It's just completely new to you. People that are in middle school in the program, people that are in high school in the program, I have people that are literally in their 60s and 70s in the program right now. If you're in LLA, you guys know we have a wide demographic, right? This is something that anybody can really do as long as they just put the time and effort into learning. And once they get over that learning curve, it becomes easier on a day-to-day basis. And you can make a lot of money. I forgot about that part. You can make a lot of money in a short period of time. Volume, low institutional volume in these past candlesticks, and it tried to break out. It broke out twice, but it ended up overall going back to the upside. So I'm expecting it to keep, pushing up. Expect bulls, and yeah, that's basically it. So that's GBP USD. I showed you guys the key areas of support and the key areas of resistance. So this is the first resistance area, and if it breaks through, we know that it's going to keep going up towards the upside. All right, so that's GBP USD. Now we're going to go to AUD USD. All right, so by the time that so this is what my page looks like before I really do my weekly analysis. As you guys can see there, I looked at my previous week to see how I did, wrote down the things I'm going to change. I wrote down to pay more attention to the news, because the only pair that I lost out on was based on a news impact. Here I wrote down the news that's going to impact the markets this week. So I have Monday at 10 a.m. The USD pairs are going to be affected by PMI, and then Friday at 8:30, USD pairs are going to be affected by NFP. So I have that news there. And then typically when the news is affected, I'll write down underneath what happened. Just so that I have note of it, this is like my trading journal. And then underneath here, I have my watch list expectations. So depending on what you personally trade, you'll have, 2 or 3. I would recommend doing like 4 pairs to watch for the week. You guys know I trade a lot of pairs because I'm running this program, but you want to kind of have an idea of your expectation for the trend. If you think it's going to be an upwards market like this, or it's going to push downwards like that, and then you're going to write down what the best entry points are and the best target points are. And typically the pips in between my entry point and target is over 100 pips, or I'm not going to personally enter in that trade. And I do that for multiple different pairs to do my analysis for the week. And then I typically do this on my phone. I just didn't want to show it to you guys on there, but this is like a great way to do it as well. And then this is like a neat version, and then this is like the actual version here. This is what it actually ends up looking like when I do my weekly analysis. This is like a actual better representation of what I really do. And then I write down the numbers on my phone, because that's where I really trade, in my notes, so that I can go back and forth. All right, so you guys are going to hear after this a couple of my members, their response to my webinars and the program. I typically do my webinars weekly live. It's a little bit separate from the weekly analysis, but you guys are able to kind of have an idea of how people are liking the program. I am very hands-on. I help out a lot in the program. I answer questions. We do live trading. We do question and answers. I answer questions literally all day, every day in the community chat. I'm just really trying my best to make sure people are learning this information. So you guys can hear, this is one of my webinars and kind of like the after remarks. So you guys will be able to hear that here.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
So yeah, that's definitely something that's very important, especially when, I see a lot of people that kind of get frustrated when it comes to their own pairs or trade ideas that they're entering in, just not following their analysis. At that point, you have to change some things around, right? You can't keep making the same mistake. If you trade, when I first started trading for real, I would look at all of my pairs that I enter in, and just even looking at your history, right? Sometimes you might see that you're scalping a pair, for example, and every single pair that you had for a buy took profit, and every single pair that you took for a sell, for example, for NAS 100, right? You lost money on. Every single buy, you made money. Every single loss, every single sell, you lost money. At that point, what you can write to yourself is, I'm not going to trade against the trend anymore. I'm only going to pick one direction and bank off of that, right? So it really just comes down to analyzing what it is that you're doing and then making changes from that point.
Ruby, I got one question.
Yeah, that's where it really got scary with me, because
I'm so curious. Thank you.
And Ruby, I know you have to go. I just wanted to personally say thank you, very much for even deciding or getting the idea to do something like this, because everyone out there that offers this type of course are charging thousands just to teach you how to trade, and just so happens you're fortunate, we're fortunate enough to have access to something like this, for such a great price. So thank you. That was such a great idea. Wish I thought of it.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
the lady had told me, you know, to train me, it was gonna be like $5 grand, you know. But I felt like, you know, if I'm gonna get, you know, train me, but I was like, man, you ain't really got to pay that kind of money to learn this.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy you guys are. It's one thing to like get it for a cheap price, and it's another thing to get it for a cheap price and actually get your value. So like, I'm more so happy that you guys are in it and making money and making your money back and stuff like that. Actually learning how to trade, you know. So
Yeah, I want to say, Ruby, thank you, because I've been with IMA since I think May, and never did anything worth anything. And now being here for just a couple of weeks, and I've already, you know, made a nice amount of money actually. So I just want to say thank you. I have a better understanding, and my confidence, because when over there, it was just such a circus, and I just felt like my head was spinning. So I really want to say thank you. I'm so glad you did this. It's a blessing.
thank you so much. You guys are.
I have no words I could say. You personally have encouraged me to get back into trading. I've been trading for 2 years, and I, you know, was not able to grasp it as well as I wanted to. And Lavish Life Academy has helped me so much. And I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You have changed my life, okay? I've made over $2,000 since I've been in your course. And, you know, I'm very quiet. I don't really talk much, but I have a lot going on, you know. I have a lot going on. You know, I have my business. I was in your business mentorship group. So I'm trying to grow that. And I have 2 children and I work. So I just want to let you know that this program was such a blessing at the right time. And I'm so grateful for you. And I wish nothing but the best for you. Thank you so much, Ruby.
Congratulations, Katie.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. It's very emotional for me. Trust me. You guys just stick to the process and you will get there, okay?
That's basically it for this call, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I'm super excited to see the progress. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Lawrence, I'll be emailing you today to make sure that you have everything together. And then
all right, thank you.
Thank you, Ruby.
Brittany Nelson, I'm going to contact Kita to make sure that you're entered into the group chat today. It for this week's analysis. As you guys can see, this probably takes me about I want to say an hour or so on Sundays, only because I really have to, you know, film a whole session for my Lavish Life Academy members. We're currently at around 750 right now, which is insane. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of Lavish Life Academy as a whole. If you guys haven't watched my past couple of vlogs, definitely check it out. That's basically it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Comment down below other Forex trading videos you guys would like to see. I'm not going to give you guys any content, but I like to do little vlogs like this here and there. I might do a week in the life or day in the life trading vlog. If you guys want that, comment down below. But as I said, I'm not going to be really teaching you guys any strategy or anything like that, because that is specifically for Lavish Life Academy members. But I hope you guys do like this content and see the behind the scenes of being a trader. Yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.